Oh, look at Kokomi here. She's so beautiful. She's even flustered a bit. It's just, I can't ever really stop praising this character. She's just so awesome. And basically, she's got an axe! Alright, so what is actually happening? Well, guys, welcome to the world of Craftopia. So basically, this is a game where you can upload your own custom model or use the pre-specified ones. And basically, it's like an open world survival type of game. So I think you might be familiar with the genre. Basically, the idea is that you've obviously got a life bar that you need to manage, but basically you hunt down animals, chop down trees, build a lot of things, conquer different worlds. So this is kind of, in a nutshell, the idea. And what's so fun about this is that you can use virtually any character model. So I have a VRM model of Kokomi and a bunch of other characters, which I'll show a bit later. And you can load them in, and you can now almost play in this world with Kokomi. You can do a single player, you can play multiplayer, you can host your own world online. It's very much like Minecraft, but for me, it's just a bit of a fun little way of escaping from Genshin, and still enjoying the character that I like. So you can see here, you can double jump and literally smack down on the ground here of Kokomi. You can do fist fighting. There's lots of variation with what you can do. I'm trying to present to you guys like just the world or the basic world because I don't want to overwhelm you with all of the things you can do. But you can see sort of like the idea. You can put down a bonfire. You've got a workbench where you can start crafting some basic materials, which is like cool. So this is almost like Horizon Zero Dawn as well. Every single little thing you craft is going to get used up. So if you miss an arrow shot, well, you've got one less arrow, but you can also go and pick it up again, which is kind of cool. You've got inventories, you've got items. It's a lot to take in, but hopefully you guys can sort of get the idea. Craftables, you've got missions, all sorts of little goals that you can achieve. You've got skill, talent trees, combat, magic, living like survival benefits. It's got the works in it. I think this is what is so much fun to me and why I'd honestly recommend playing this game as a bit of an alternative to Genshin. So if you really want, I can make a follow-up video to this explaining exactly the process of getting a good Genshin model, one that you might like, and exactly how to load it up into this game. This game is obviously available on Steam, so you can grab it there for something like $5. It's incredibly cheap, but there's lots and lots of replayability. There's actual combat in here as well, so the beginning is obviously very, very easy, but later on you have multiple abilities and all sorts of cool things. And you just can like fight bosses, you can parry them, you could set up a factory. It really is whatever you want to do with it. So it is just like really, really awesome. And as you saw there earlier, there's obviously a bit of a gliding system, a stamina system as well in this game. But what I mean by stamina is like for your character to sprint, but there's nothing that is locked behind gacha or a server or whatever. You pay for the game once and well, it's your game. You can do with it whatever. So here you can see basically how expansive Craftopia is. So you have these little unknown blocks that you need to get to by kind of harvesting items and so on. So you can see it's a very massive world. So we're only right here in the beginning, and we can also then very easy travel between worlds. So as you unlock and level up and get to higher and higher levels, you get better loot, higher monsters, more difficulty, and also you can set the difficulty for the game itself. So there are actually 5 or 6, I think, like dynamic difficulty modes, which is just absolutely crazy. But let's quickly look at how to change models, because I think that's the part that might be most interesting to a lot of people. So basically, I go into single player, I link things to my Vroid Hub account, I choose which character model do I want. So here you can see I'm just going to pick Elysia. I've got a bunch already loaded onto my Vroid Hub profile. And I'm just going to say play with this model very, very easily. And then I'm going to go back into my little world, Teller's world. That's what my friends call me. And that is, yeah, you'll see here, I'm going to load up in, and it sometimes just takes a bit of a while to load up the whole world, but generally speaking, it's fairly well optimized. And here we are with Elysia, and now you can play with her, and you can see she's inherited all of the stats. So basically, you can create different characters, and you can then, with each one of these characters, have separate progressions. You might want to develop one character more towards a magic path, another towards a like a crafting or like a combat path. It really depends. You can have multiple characters, multiple profiles, level them all up separately. But the cool thing is a character profile is not linked to how a character looks. You can always change the look and the models. The character profile is just a profile in and of itself, which I think is awesome. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think the idea that you can play with your favorite characters in another game is really, really awesome. It definitely does help just stave off the, I would say, burnout in Genshin Impact. Sometimes you, even if there are things to do in Genshin Impact or Honkai or whatever, you're just tired of it. And I think playing something else is just a good mental break that anyone can take. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, let me know and I'll give more details. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this bit of alternative gameplay on the channel. Thanks for watching.